everyone, it's Diane. Today we're going to do some propagation on a houseplant that I purchased here. It's been a little while ago. Had it on my windowsill and I need to get it propagated. It's getting kind of tall and lanky, but this is a low light pilea. Aluminum is the name on it. And I like low light plants because in rooms that have low light situation. So I've been starting to get more low light plants, and they seem to do pretty good, especially in terrariums, open terrariums, or closed that don't have a lot of light. So today we're going to propagate it, and this is a really beautiful, I'll bring you in close and show this to you. It says to propagate it best in the spring, but with me, I just can't wait. I can't. So I'm going to propagate it today, and I think I'll be able to get it to root with the method I use. Okay, I wanted to give you a close-up of it. It's got beautiful silvery veining on the green leaves. Undersides are green, but this is just a beautiful foliage plant. I am really into house plants, and I love to propagate. I love to make new ones, and this will be a great plant for low light situations. Terrarium also. What's not to love about making more plants, huh? Okay, so I'm just going to take off the tops on this Pilea aluminum plant. And aluminum is just the variety name of it. It is in the Pilea family, and very cool looking. So as you can see here, these sections right above another set of leaves, these are where you want to take your cuts. Okay, I don't know, I can go all the way down here, which I think I will, because I want to tidy this plant up a little bit. So there's one nice cutting right here. I'll see how many I can get off this little plant, and then I'm going to repot this plant also, because it needs repotted pretty bad. Some of these cuttings won't be very big, but once I get them growing, they should take off. So I just take and cut right above where a new section comes out, leaves, and you just do that around the plant until you think you got most of them that you want to achieve here. And I'm just kind of going through here and seeing, I want to get at least, I don't know if I'll get at least half a dozen here. It looks like I'm butchering the plant, but in all honesty, it is going to tremendously help this plant. Look how much better that looks. Doesn't that look nice? Let's see how many I have here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to try to get one more cutting. There looks like a nice one right there. So there, that looks pretty nice and tidy. And I'm going to pot this in. This is a very small little pot. And I'm going to bump it up to another pot size. Actually, I might go a little bit more. I might put it in like a 5 to 6 inch pot. That'll give it plenty of room to really take off. Now basically you want to have some pretty good sterile soil, and this is my peat and perlite soil that I use for almost everything, and it's going to work for these cuttings too. Now the roots are going to come out. They come out really well. I'm going to take these 2 lower leaves off right here, and the root will come out real nice right there. So I could dip this in a dipping solution to help it root faster, but I don't think I'm going to need to. I'm just going to basically just put it right in the soil here. And that's a little long, so I'll just trim that off a little bit, and we'll stick it in. I might have to add a little more soil. I can also just lay it right there in the soil. So I'll get planting all these. Plant them in here. And what I normally do is just, once I get done here, I'll mist it real well, and then I'll put the little plastic dome lid. And if you've seen any of my other propagation videos, then you're going to know the process already. But it works well. I've done it several times, and it just has worked wonderful for making new plants. And I just love pulling them bottom leaves off, setting them right in the soil. If you think you need to add the rooting solution, go for it. Okay, I have it, but don't normally need it. I'm going to put this I'm actually going to place this. I could place it on a heating mat, or to get it to root quicker, which I might do, but I really didn't want to turn them on already. Or I could just put it under some lighting, and when you put the dome lid on it, it actually warms it up a little bit inside. So I think I might just do that. Okay, so once I get that done, then I just water it in pretty well. And I want to keep the moisture in there, because this will help it root so much quicker. But this is, propagating new houseplants. Fun to do in the winter months. I'm doing it before they say to do it, so we'll see how it works out. And here's my plastic dome lid that I use. This will be under lights, and like I said, them lights kind of heat it up in there, and it keeps it nice and moist with this dome lid on. So that'll be about it. Now I'm going to take this little guy and transplant him into a larger pot to get him growing a little bit better, because he's been drying out just a little too much for me. So I'm going to do that right now. I wanted to show you how the Pilea is doing. I started these from cuttings, let's see, November 18th. Today's is December 6th. And actually, as you can see here, there's roots coming out up here. New growth is coming. That's always a good sign that the plants are growing well. But let's lift one of these out and see if they got some roots on them underneath. And try to be careful here. This one here, since it's got roots right here. Oh, yes it does. Check it out, you guys. I got new plants. Look at that. Now I'll better repot these into another pot, a smaller pot, and they'll be ready to go. I can't believe that. It didn't take very long to root these. And once I put them on the bottom heat, they took off like crazy. I left them without heat for a while, and they weren't doing anything. They were just laying completely flat on the soil. As soon as I brought them, maybe 2 days after I brought them and put them on the bottom heat, they perked right up. And look it, we got roots now. So wonderful. So as you can see, the Pilea is pretty easy to propagate. Beautiful plant, beautiful foliage plant, and you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And remember when I told you it said it's best to propagate in the spring? Well, you can do this, I believe, anytime if you have the proper equipment to do it with. Now, if you have a warm place to get these to root, it will work wonderfully. I used a heating mat, and I cannot stress it enough. The heating mat works just wonderful for propagation and starting your seeds. And if you're really serious about doing it, then, invest in one. That's all I can say. I think it's very important, and it kind of helps you, to increase your production a little bit. Especially, you don't want to waste your time and money on seeds. I mean, honestly, that's kind of something to think about. I hope that's helped you somewhat today. So it worked well, and I'm really pleased with it. I wish I had more cuttings in this so I could make a lot more plants, but we'll get these potted up into smaller pots, and we'll put them under the lights and see how they do. So today is June 29th, and here's an update on the Pilea. These are the ones I propagated inside, and I actually potted these in 4-inch pots and had them in the greenhouse. And check them out. You can see it worked out pretty well. I could also take and propagate these now if I wanted to, and I'd have lots and lots of the aluminum Pilea. So it's just wanted to give you an update to show you how well they done. And they're just beautiful. They're a beautiful house plant. It can be an outdoor plant if you're in the right area, but they won't winter here for us. I want to show you some other Pilea that I did from propagation. These are called the Pan Am Pilea. This is a low light plant, but aren't they beautiful? House plant. I got these out in my little greenhouse here, and they are a low light situation plant also. So I love them because I have some areas that I don't have a lot of light, so I like to get some low light ones, and they also work good, in terrariums but check them out. These were from Propagation, and I have several here, and I just wanted to tell you there's other forms of Pilea. This is just happens to be a really beautiful one with the different colors striping in the foliage. It's gray and then kind of a brownish color. It's just a gorgeous plant. Have not seen them bloom yet, so I don't know if they will, but it actually is pretty nice. I'll probably be bringing these indoors here pretty soon.